believe it is. To divine me intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Now, what are we gonna say about this? Hello to the King crew and almost have the Light Club crew. Um, what shall we do? Well, let's talk about this. What what path am I on, and how shall I prepare for it? Monday motivations or manifestations Monday. On the left side, it's been a couple of days, hasn't it? I've been trying to like nurture this without overdoing it, but as you can see, there's some puffiness to it. So like a little bit of redness, because you know me, I'm very like I love picking out scabs, and I'm just trying to not do that. Mm-hmm. And get some other things done. So on the left side, I have 9 of Swords in reverse. On the right side, 9 of Wands in reverse. Um, Whatever it is, it should be very much welcomed, okay? That's what they're saying. It's master number 99 in reversal beneath the surface. It's saying, I think this is labeled as a master performer, just very undercover. So, I guess I have my own way of doing gigs. And the universe is paying me back however it chooses to. And they've been great at that, because I have to say that um, every single day has still been an improvement from um, the last chapter that I lived. And so these are combative energies, which is wands and swords. I would have to say that. When you're dealing with confrontation, um, the response is usually um, with wand or sword energy. And when we're looking at a timeline, it's the soonest, which is days and weeks. So, hmm, hmm. So this could be anywhere from 9 days to 9 weeks in its duration or in its upcomingness. But I feel like it's the duration of time up until something happens. Because this is like, don't worry about it. This is a recipient side. Like, whatever it is, you just chill to them. Like, I keep getting this message and in so many variations. Like, this is the kindest way to put it. Like, just seriously, just chill. And the other side is not being like um, you don't have to show your face sick um, every time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to show up to this every single time. You can opt out, especially if you find like enjoyment in other things. It's I think there's just a few things that I don't know. I don't know the whole reason why I stayed away from doing these things. Maybe it was because I was deciding to do bikini bikini weekends for accountability, like a time by time lapse, um, a week by week lapse anyway. But that wasn't the sole reason. I think I just wanted to manage my day to see how I could best nurture this and still get things done. I think it was oriented more so around this and a few other things than just like one singular factor. Um, so, Nine of Wands in reverse. Um, Also, it's not being defensive. It's not stressing out. So either way you look at things, whether you're going this way or that way, whether you're receiving or doing something, um, they're just asking that I show up, or even if I'm retracting my energy, to hold that, like, hold myself accountable by uh, mm, just being good with the way things are right now. And I think that's safe, isn't it? Like, don't you think that's a little safe? I feel like that's good safe, you know? I normally don't wear my hair like this, but I wanted to keep my, like, all the baby hairs off my neck, especially that's covering. In fact, there's something like trying to get to me, like, right here. So I think somebody's on here, even though it says it's a 0 head count. So like Ace of Wands fell off the top, and then Knight of Wands right there. So I think there's a lot of spell work with what I'm doing here. Like it just comes from the bellows of my belly. You see? And then upright, whatever I speak comes out into manifestation or creativity. So there's a lot of people that really don't want to come up against me. But I did see something on my feed about other witches trying to challenge me, trying to like test my gifts or something, and test my power. And I don't know if I would want that kind of energy in my group. Like, let's say they're just like kind of trying to figure out some kind of alibi to oh shit. But yeah, I had this other Bluetooth thing on, so it was just kind of misdirected. So hopefully the audio is better now. Sorry about that. Yeah, so other witches attempting to test me, my power, and I don't know if I would want that kind of energy in my crew. Let's say they were trying to rationalize or create some kind of storyline that makes it legit for them to impose more challenges on me, and like to see whether or not I'm worthy enough, or like if they're, just I'm not into that whole pissing contest. So if it turns out, let's say hypothetically, okay, let's just entertain it for a second, the just like talking through it, okay? I I put them to shame. Okay, they test me. I put them to shame, to the point where I am deemed absolutely the lead, not just the lead, but the leader. So I take over, or I'm deemed to take over, and I'm not even wanting to play their game, but they'd like to learn from me. They want me to be on their team. They want to recruit me because I've already established my power, at least with them, so they can account for that. I don't know if I want to be in that. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you want to be part? Spirit said that I could be selective, which means like I would rather be part of a group that, if they wanted to validate my power, there should be some sort of an exchange. There should be like a learning forum. My peers would want to, or even my superiors would want to mentor or teach, to establish a realm of inclusion. Not like, what is it? Like thug your way in? I just, so automatically that would be rejected by me. So I don't know. That's what I just observed in my feed. So the things that are happening are coming into existence. And like I said, spirit, my divine panel told me, reaffirmed that it's time for me to be selective. So if I reject that kind of a crew, I know that there's better out there for me. There's better out there like me, and I don't need to settle. I don't need to play dumb. I don't need to pet somebody else's ego. So there's that. Okay. So what path am I on? Or first off, I don't think my panel needs to say anything about that. But the Magician in reverse. So yeah, I don't need to share with them.
But yet again, I was also reminded not to complain or not to detest the challenges that I go through, because when um, the divine wants to gift me all sorts of things. So if somebody walks up to me and wants to basically bestow their power to me, then you know, why should I question the divine on their methods? So you know, uh, that settles that. So because I've been going to like just doing grocery store stuff even by myself, and I noticed that people would like scurry around me, and they're all like, they all look like Satanists to me, you know, like your stereotype of what a Satanist would look like. Whether they like come straight out like from the mountain range, um, or like, you know, they look like a tatted up makeup artist or something like that. You know, it's like, I don't. I could talk shit about people every like all day if they want me to read up on their energy, because they're disrespecting mine. So I could do that, but it's like, why waste my time? You know, I know what I know what they're there for now. Like, I know what the divine has in mind for me. The divine wants to elevate me, and so I'll go ahead and take their power, sure. Um, you know, so I'm not gonna detest my errands anymore. Um, when I feel like, you know, people should respect my space rather than coming up like right beside me. Um, it just, I guess the thing that upsets me most is that I forget how selfish people are. I forget how selfish people can be. Not just curious. They're just like, it's just, oh, set aside the ego. That energy is gross. It's just gross. And I don't care what kind of face you put behind it, it's just gross. Um, so, anyway. Put this there. Okay. So, my divine panel. What path am I on? And how should I prep for it? Okay. Okay. Well, the Seven of Swords was extroverted, but it fell on the wire on my right side inverted. Okay. Well, what's going on there? Okay, so first off, Seven of Swords extroverted, Two of Pentacles extroverted, and Ten of Cups inverted. So this is a self-fulfilling prophecy that shall be fulfilled, you know, Ten of Cups inverted. Things are balancing out. The things that I'm doing, it's like, oh my gosh. See, the hands are cut off on there, you know, I'm running away with it, and then there's the hands there. So this is kind of like a stealing energy from my own hands, but people are walking into a trap that, like, you know, they think they're walking away from me, like stealing the swords, but then I'm right here. You know what I mean? Like, that's so it's weird. This is like a, what do you call it? A decoy. This is a decoy, for when they're stealing my energy, or like these other swords. But then they're walking straight into their trap. They're giving it back to me. That's crazy weird. So it's like Five of Swords is right here, which is kind of like the one up, which is what we saw down here. It's actually in reversal on the bottom of the deck. That was crazy. I didn't think that was going to come up with messaging, but it's like, I already have the one up because it they're bringing it right back to me. This is weird. So I don't know if there's anything that I should prep for, but this did fell on the charging wire on the floor inverted. So that means, yeah, it comes right back to me. That's weird. That's crazy. Okay. So I'll if we're going to be like straightforward, I would say that's the path that I'm on, but like it also answers that I don't really need to prep for it. It's kind of like yo-yo already. It's already like a strong magnetic pull. So whatever belongs to me is going to retract back to me, kind of like Thor's hammer. Okay. Anything else that you want to say on my divine panel? Anything that I should know on that? Well, that one stopped. Okay. I've learned, like, over the course of the past few days, like, because this should have already been, like, taken off. These should have already gone now. But, I don't know. It took me a little while to just be chill with it and realize I'm not going to have these, forever. You know what I mean? Like, I have to just be patient with them and just kind of just learn how to not mess with them. Like, they're gonna come off when they're ready to come off, and I'll be very happy with that. So I don't know. I'm okay with it now because, like I said, if I ever go out, or even just how I'm filmed on here, I think people will get severely grossed out. You know what I mean? Like, it already what do you call it? I'm staring at them. I don't have my glasses on, but I can see them pretty outlined well. But I think it eliminates people who are very vain and are just like who don't really belong here. You know what I mean? It already siphons out, filters out those energies. So then I don't really have to like worry about doing extra work. But like, oh, it'll be so satisfying to like see them, like see my new skin come in. So this is a shedding process. I thought it was gonna be sooner than this, but and like if I made boo-boo in handling these, because they don't look like what they should look like on the picture, and it's taking a longer time than it's like listed, and I don't really have any input from the website. I don't think that they're real, or I just I don't know. I don't know, man. But you have to accept the way things are at a certain point, you know? Like if I made a boo-boo, something will have to fix it, you know what I mean? Like what's stress gonna do for me? So anyway, my divine panel, what do you want to say? Okay. Six of Swords in reverse and Page of Swords. Yeah, that's every ounce of truth. You know, if you made a boo boo, you can save face and like find your chill, and that's it. You just call it a day. Because I've let go of the idea that like, oh, I messed up, I may have messed up, and that could have been a failure. I've already succeeded in accepting, you know, that was a possibility, and you just move past it. All right, so my divine panel, what do you want to tell me? What path am I on, and how shall I prepare for it? Nine of Pentacles. Page of Swords again. That's so weird to have that on the bottom again. Nine of Pentacles. It's independence. It's freedom. It's doing good for yourself. Um, hmm. See what happens. What's the clarifier for this? Because I've been applying and no one's called me yet, so I don't know what to say. Like, it's not that I don't believe in myself or believe in what's out there. I'm like, okay, so it's not the time yet. I'll still click the button until it's time, but what else? I don't know. I guess I supposedly I haven't found happiness or found my rhythm yet, or supposedly the checklist isn't done yet. Whatever it is, I'm here for a certain reason, and I'm, why complain? Ten of Swords in reverse. This is the clarifier. This is the Phoenix card. It's transcending energy, transcending, and filling those cups. So, I have found happiness, and happiness is not a single term. It's what are you talking about? Terms. So it sounds like serving terms like 4 years at a time, like a certain cycle. It's not yeah, so it's not like intermittent happiness. It's well, do you know, like, it's in limbo, how low can you go? This is how high can you go. Um so we're less focused on the expression of one's face. There's more intent on filling those cups. It's kind of like a little game. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Stacking cups, but the other way around, in which it would create a fountain, hmm rather than the energy of putting away something. Yeah. hmm Like that. So, definitely, this is good. This is good. I'm seeing an avocado here in the background. Um, Interesting. Okay. So what path am I on and how shall I prepare for it? Um, it's continuing to look up, for sure. Um, being engaged and engrossed in what um what makes me happy. hmm So everything, it all should be oriented towards being uplifting, because they definitely want me to feel the feels of it. Definitely. Okay. So I'm preparing just fine. Um, I feel like the preparations are just fine. Um, yeah, because so there are certain little like mischievous things that are happening. I think it's like petty witch energy in my forum, like in my just um those like 5-gallon water bottles. Um, One of them, uh, what do you call it? Did, emptied out over half of it in the trunk of my car, and I didn't realize it because I wasn't driving like crazy. But and I and I know it was a very short distance. So um, the next time I got in my car, I felt a huge energy shift, like temperature change. It felt like super duper humid. And I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. It's like heat and all this like wetness. It was weird. And I checked the trunk, and that's where it happened. And so rather than getting like upset over it, it made me clean out my car. And so it's so much cleaner now. and 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 it makes me aware of what kind of energies they're trying to project at me. And um, I don't know, it's just petty energy. And I know that other celebrities out there experience this kind of stuff too. Um, I think the whole popularity thing of occultist stuff um, uh, has shifted um, the way we do things. And so I know that other celebrities experience um, these certain things. Um, just like, why would that happen? You know what I mean? Like, it's never happened before. I know I wasn't driving recklessly, not even near it. And so I don't know how they deal with their stuff, but I have to assume that they're used to it and that they found their own rhythm. But just like regular people, I don't think that they talk about it. I don't know why. Um, I think they're very conscious of how other people may perceive them. Like, it might just bring them down lower in the ranks. I don't freaking know. I just know a lot of people are like that. So, I just thought I'd share my thoughts, my experiences. What do you want to say about that, my divine panel? I think I'm doing pretty well with that. Like, the solutions, like, I have the help that I need to, like, get me going to follow through on rectifying those situations. Um, it's good. It's nice. Magician in reverse again. Yeah. So I was just thinking about the bosses and how, like, it's nice not to have to deal with them um, doing any kind of like psychic occultist type of work in meddling with my personal life and like causing friction, and then like causing unnecessary demand within their realm and scurrying and like just chaos within their realm to distract me from taking care of situations that they cause frictions in. You know what I mean? So it's like when somebody tries to break apart your energy in order to weaken you and take an allotment for themselves, um, it's you just notice it, especially in hindsight. And so for that, I am so much more grateful that I can hold the power to myself. Um, so there's that. They told me to put the card down. It showed itself for the second time, and just receive it for myself. Four of Wands, yeah. Take it for myself. Take it home, Tina. Take it home, brother. Um, Four of Wands. See, you win, Tina. Four of Wands. That's your take-home prize. Your energy, unafflicted, and what they're saying is unfuckable with. So, yeah, I believe that the penalties are higher in trespassing on my energy when there's no um, uh, how do I say it? Well, I'm not, there's no longer a commitment. That's definitely it. So, um, there are heavier penalties. I mean, that's what makes sense to me. Is that correct? You can tell me, my divine panel. It's okay. You can tell me. I'm just the Fool card. Yeah, I can hold it all to myself. It's mine. Um, it's my energy, and what I choose to do with it is solely for my intent. Um, like I said, there's a pentagram within those like shooting stars energy. You see that? I can't hear it. Do, 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 and then the roundabout. See that? So, I don't know what to say, but I'm gonna put that there. So my path, okay. The path that I'm on is forward moving, and I feel like I'm gonna wrap it up with this, okay? So King of Pentacles in reverse is faced, which is the top of the deck now. Four of Swords, the Hierophant, Knight of Swords in reverse, and Justice in reverse. You know, like, this is so weird. Like, it's just repeating messages. And it's okay if anybody out there is, like, tired of this, you know, of repeating messages. But, you know, and it's just as okay as those that are not bothered by it. You know what I mean? Um, uh, right now, it's just a matter of recuperation. It's getting my rest, self-care, setting the tone, just taking good care of myself. Um, like, I found this, I forgot I had this app for, I don't know, it's been almost a year that I've had this app that you can scan a beauty product or self-care product, and it'll tell you whether or not it's safe, if it has any toxins, etc. And when I did that, I took away maybe like 10 to 12 of my items that I've accumulated. And so you can't 100% rely on like Amazon reviews or any kind of website reviews. Sometimes you have to judge your stuff intuitively. And some you don't even have enough practice or desire to practice with, because it's on the initial trials. Like, for me, it only takes maybe less than a week for me to judge whether or not that's bad. And sometimes I'm just not that committed to doing that, especially when I know I should feel or see a difference within the first 24 hours. Like, I don't normally wear makeup. The most that I do is probably lipstick. I don't do very much stuff, so I already know myself. I already know what's in tune and what's not. And so this is more 100% about treating yourself right, so that when you're in a new environment that looks like all glittery and gold and like shiny and shimmery, even though like it's a step above what you used to have, or a few steps, or huge, like huge difference from where I used to be, whatever improvement that is, I'm not going to be like all googly eyed over it. You know what I mean? Like, and forget about my value. You know? So that's 100% where they want me to be. This is my energy, and taking care of myself and setting the tone, and just like hands free, just being very. This is not really about being nonchalant. This is more about expressing one's freedom, and not like you don't give a fuck, but you absolutely do. You absolutely do give a fuck about your life, whether it's singular or in a grouping. And so this is an important point of establishing. So because there's so much emphasis on this, it's not to say that I've neglected myself severely, but that could use more fortifying, because something very, 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 they're saying gigantic, like the Pixies. Um, I forgot. I haven't heard that song in a long time. I think say a big, big love or something like that, or something. But I keep hearing gigantic in my ear. But that's so it's establishing this so that I don't get like all starry eyed, and googly-eyed over the next thing that's coming along. And the next thing that's coming along is very focused and on its way to me. A little scary, like you know, you see that energy? She's actually walking on the ceiling, you know what I mean? So, it's very focused energy on its way to me. And it's kind of creeping, right? It's just there. But, like, I have Anubis with me. You know, I have my divine panel of at least 8 solid figures. And so, like, those figures are ones that are revered and feared the most. They create a lot of impact. So like this doesn't quite phase me, you know what I mean? So when it turns in upright, um that means it's coming quick, Tina. And the King of Pentacles in reverse is an upcoming energy, like a foreboding boss energy, you know? You're gonna be a boss, but still like kind of like torn apart, like, oh my gosh, I love doing this, but I love doing this too. So this is someone that loves going out in nature or whatever, but it's like, oh, I love going outdoors, but I also love doing what I do, like staying indoors, etc. So there's some kind of like a torn energy. Like there's definitely a lot of love there on the recipient mode and the doing mode. So bottom of the deck, the Empress in reverse for sure. So, you know, in life, there are all sorts of challenges. And it's looking at, you know, finishing up these videos, looking at it in hindsight, I just, there's a little part of me that gets upset with myself. Just a very, very, like, small piece that gets a little upset with myself. Like, oh, shoes. I could have walked away sooner. Like, I could have learned those lessons sooner. I mean, I didn't realize it. I just, I guess I wanted, internally, I wanted so much for me to, like, just live a normal life in a certain realm where, like, I thought it was going to be, like, protected or whatever, that I could, like, not be there, like, permanently, just earn enough to pay off all of my debts, and then I can work on whatever I'm doing here. I thought, like, I could, like, okay, close up books. Like, I thought it could be such a clean process, and I forget, like, even though I have a huge support crew undercover on different levels of the hierarchy, especially at the very, very, very top, that there's middle management there. There's that's where all the hate is. That's where all the challenging comes from. Not at the very, very top. Not the one. No. And even though one of them that I dealt with is considered a board member, I don't know, I just feel like he's fake. It's, I don't know. Like, if he was legit, he wouldn't be doing, there were a lot of instances that showed me that he was invalid, that he's a fraud. Like, you know, like in the cultist ways, you can't be so obvious, especially when you go like higher to the top. And so the certain situations that I've experienced and observed tell me that he is illegitimate, that he doesn't belong in that top tier crew. There's fraud there. There's so you know, that's what I'm saying, you know, like, so I don't know what else to say about that. That's just the truth. That's the truth. I and you know there's certain rules in engagement. So if you're at that top level and you're meant to be discreet with occultist ways, and they truly mean the best for you, there's certain rules of engagement. So let's say that person is not to talk shit on their peers or superiors, yet he did that. And I remember being asked about it, and I couldn't remember because I was trying to draw up the memory. I'm like, I know for a fact he used a curse word in describing a person superior to his role. And I thought he was like being trying to be a cool boss or something like that. It just threw me off guard that I can't remember what it exactly is. And I remember it was a B word, and I was like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't son of a bitch. It wasn't bitch. It wasn't that. So why am I getting B? And when I stepped away from like being the Q&A, like being Q&A on it, um I remembered he told me so and so is bullshit. Um you think you're the only one that deals with bullshit every day? He said you think you're the only one that deals with the bullshit? I have to deal with this person doing this and this and that. And I'm like, I was just caught off guard by it. But then I realized, based on another situation at a lower level, that it is absolutely, there's zero tolerance for talking smack within your, let's say, coven. So that it is going to be there's going to be disciplinary measures in order to correct that. And so I know on a higher level, he broke the rules in talking shiz directly about that person. So, why am I telling you this? Different levels of the hierarchy, middle management, people being frozen in their positions. So that's what tells me, like, when you can easily break code like that, there's nothing that will rationalize whatever it was broken on that level. Because those rules were established before I got there, and even more so fortified as soon as I was signed on. So anyway, it's good to have experience and exposure before moving to different levels of exposure. So I know the generalized rules, the foundational rules, and what do you want to say about that? Oh, these two? Okay. I think this is, again, I feel like the Lover's card and then the Moon card inverted. Yeah. I have really, 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 really great relationships that come through for me. This is self-actualization. Like, I know myself, I know where I stand, I know relatively that it's still in the good. It matches, like, it's good intent, whether solo or all together. And so I have relationships of that caliber come through for me. See? This is the full moon card inverted, and the Lover's card, which is self-actualization if you're looking at it in its singular form. But definitely this is like following a calling. This is very good. All right, so the path that I'm on path. They're just saying that. So it is definitely confirmed as something far better than where I left off, and I'm on my way there. And not to get discouraged, but to just find chill. Again, if I want a shortcut, like mantra to it, it's master number 99. I am the master performer. This is nearing completion. It's exacting a sense of thoroughness. So like when they say 99.9999% whatever accuracy, I'm already at that level. So just continue on with it. But and it's like kind of like objective, like aloof state. It's not being defensive. Just consider this a welcoming, and not stressing. Not stressing. This is so good for you, Tina. So okay, this is magical, magical sauce. What was on the bottom initially? I guess we didn't look at that. So it's coming up. Yeah, it's definitely coming up for sure. It's all in due time, Tina. It's common. All right, so no secret to my saucies. 3 of Swords in reverse. Again, we have, dude, we have now master number 33 here. Is that the master builder? Imaginator? I don't know. I need a cheat sheet. And then once I like go through it time and time again, like, and then I'll remember. Okay. So anyway, there's no heartbreak here. All the more reason to point back to master number 99. We have ascended masters here, and I'm one in the creation. Yay. Okay. So what is my takeaway? 3 of them. Takeaway number 1. 2 of Swords in reverse, unblocked. Just chill. Just chill. Like, even though the path is unblocked for you, Tina, it doesn't mean that you have to, like, run. Like, it's not a relay race. It's not, dude, you can still be chill while the road is open. Okay? That's good. Okay. Takeaway number 2. I just felt some spiciness somewhere here. Knight of Pentacles is coming through. Something's coming through. You know what? I think something's coming to me. Like, I'm just supposed to sit, like, just, not just sit there, but, you know, like, observe. The path, the road is opening, and something's on its way to delivering to me. In fact, Knight of Pentacles in reverse is already saying that it's delivered. So something is like, okay. So then the third takeaway for me is Queen of Swords. This is where there's something about being vocal here. But there's power in, yeah, this is Goddess Kali energy, because like this whole time that I've been seeing it, I never realized that sword is coming out like a tongue, kind of like Kali's. You see? Easy, like blah. So what I'm saying is not like a broken record, nor is it so it's not getting stale. There might be some repetition, but it's never stale material, and that I'm not doing anything bad in speaking what I have to say. Let's clarify for that. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't need to micromanage like how people are receiving it, perceiving it, etc. In fact, I just saw something on my feed saying that an emperor must wear clothes. And I'm like, is that supposed to trigger me? You know, maybe there's some rules behind it, like that I should care about how I'm being perceived, and there's a certain level that I'm willing to play along with. But at the same time, I'm not going to lose myself in just trying to gain a position. Like, if I have the energetics of that, I'm not going to let people's perceptions stop me from realizing that, from becoming that. You know what I mean? Like, that would go against like what could be considered like admirable material within like someone's character at that level. So, you know, right now, I don't want anything chafing these. I don't want anything um, like I want to, this is self-care. So that's how I'm going to do my self-care. That's how I'm going to do my self-care. Um, if somebody wants to create some sort of lenient material to say, someone will pay for your air conditioning, Tina, so that you can put on more clothes after you heal these things. It's like, even at that, like, when I realized that if um, I don't know, I just don't feel like I should be bending over backwards with what content I create. I feel like that's good enough to not have to cherry pick um, other elements of what I present, um, because I don't feel like that's all that I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. An emperor does not need to explain. Um, you can provide clarity, but I don't need to convince somebody who's um, determined not to understand. Hmm? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength from those that intend, or from those that generate, bring, cast, carry, or any variation thereof, ill will, intent, and or entities to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael's blue flame for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy. And then be fortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, no attachments, except for right there, bingo, all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Now, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading.